And by the time he came to the 4th year, he wrote a chapter in a book. And all of that happened simply because the professors there encouraged undergraduate students to do research. So I think research programs are very, very important. Yeah, please.
Sir, my name is Shivam.
Yeah.
Sir, firstly I will tell you I am a great fan of yours.
Thank you.
I myself want to be an entrepreneur. So my question is, when you were of our age, what you were thinking or what you were looking forward to, or what you were actually trying to do that led to formation of such a great giant?
No, I don't think when I was your age I had any such wonderful ideas, because remember I came from an India where I did my undergraduate degree in '67 from the National Institute of Engineering, Mysore, and we had no idea of entrepreneurship at all, because those days government controlled everything. There were very few opportunities for entrepreneurs. You had to be a very rich person to start a company. You had to go to government for licensing. Government had to approve production capacities, etc., etc. There was hardly any opportunity for people to become entrepreneurs. So I did not have these lofty ideas. Our outlook was, can I get a job as a junior engineer in the electricity board in Karnataka or something like that. That was the best. But then as I came to my final year engineering, my teachers said, look, why don't you look at going and doing your masters, etc., etc. So we did not have any of those things. Absolutely. At your age, certainly.
Would you like to tell them about the story of your masters when you met this professor who inspired you,
Sure.
And that is what led to...
Sure, absolutely. I was a student of electrical engineering, and my comfort level was highest in mathematics, and therefore I had chosen control systems, and I had taken a course called Modern Control Theory, which is primarily about mathematics and control system, and optimal control theory. These are basic courses that students in control systems do at the master's level, well, some probably master's level. One Sunday, I came to the mess to have my breakfast, and I found there was a professor from one of the well-known universities in the US who was a visiting professor at IIT Kanpur in the computer science department. He had been invited by a few colleagues of mine who were from the computer science stream, and he was talking about this thing called computer, and then how that was going to change the world, the kind of exciting opportunities, the challenges, etc., etc. And this professor was fantastic. His name was Professor Acton from Princeton University, and what he was talking was so interesting. We were all spellbound. We were completely lost in his description of how computers were going to change the world. So at the end of the breakfast, I asked him to name a few papers. He suggested a few papers, and I went to our library. IIT Kanpur had a fantastic library. Though I must say, per capita, Ahmedabad had even better library than IIT Kanpur in computer science, very interestingly. So I went to the library hall complex. I read those papers, and then next Monday morning, I went and changed my subject from control theory to computer science. This is how chance events and meeting with people who can indeed make a deep impression on your psyche and your personality can impact your life significantly. Well, we'll take yeah. Where are the girls here? Yeah. Wait, wonderful. Please, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. My name is Mansa, and I've heard about what you said about PhD, like India.
What branch are you in? You're in
I'm in chemical engineering.
How is that every girl is in chemical engineering? Is it? What's the reason? Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
About how
Well,
India.
the boys should be very unhappy. Go ahead.
So I've heard about what you said. India produces very less people.
Very few, not less, few. Yeah.
Few PhDs. So it's just that practically, people how they think is that once we do the 4-year BTech program, then all they think is let's do a job or take masters and then let's do a job. It just doesn't happen like in real life. What I've heard is in real life people just don't think that maybe we can go to the research side and do research. Like what usually people think is that it's just waste of time. Maybe we can get a job and then grow bigger in that job and then have a good salary and then whatever after the later time of their life. So maybe I do think that doing research is good. Like I'm a girl, so I know like in the family what they say is that just do the BTech program and then get married and then settle in the life. That's what they say. So they don't encourage girls also, like especially girls. I don't know about boys, but yeah, girls what they say is that just get a job soon. I don't think you can do research and all that.
No. I think girls can do research as well as boys. Girls can bring in enormous capacity for inquiry. Girls have been as successful researchers as men. So I think there is no doubt at all. But on the issue of the propensity of most students to take up a job because that gives you, a good salary that makes life easier, and also research requires you to focus deeply, to think very deeply about an issue. All of these things finally tell people that look, it's much easier to take up a job, therefore let me do that. But I think the reality is simply this, that if you have a teacher who has inspired you most in the classroom, such teachers are the ones that inspire a certain percentage of students to become like them, to become good researchers. Almost without exception, I have seen that it is the teachers that have inspired students to become good teachers, good researchers. Therefore, I think there are wonderful teachers here. I know Sudhir, for example, is one such. Therefore, the issue is to be very, very committed in your classroom, to listen to the teacher carefully, to interact with the teacher, ask the teacher, bring out the best in your teacher, and then such teachers will inspire you, to motivate you to move towards a research program. I'm not saying 100% of you need to do that, no, certainly not. All that I am saying is, it should not be a pathetic 26, it should be a reasonable figure, because this country has so many, it's got 1,450 engineering colleges. You need good teachers to teach in those colleges, and therefore we need a much larger number of students who go to the PhD program. Similarly, many companies require have a good R&D facility, therefore they need a larger number of students to go to PhD. That's all what I'm saying. I am not saying 100% of the students must become researchers.
So may I make a point over here?
Please.
It's just that even though teachers do
Yeah.
tell us to,
Yeah.
to go into research side, parents, they might think that their child gets settled soon. So parents do matter in our lives, right?
No, I don't know of any parent, including myself, who said, look man, take up a job and relax. What we have always told our children, what our parents told us was, do something that is challenging, do something that brings credit to you, that brings credit to your teachers, that brings credit to your family, that brings credit to the country, etc., etc. So therefore, I think all of us must realize that nobody is expecting us to do simple things. You know, I mean, once when President Kennedy was asked, why should people go to the moon? Isn't it a waste of money? He said, we will send a man to the moon because it is aspirational, it is difficult, it is challenging. And in doing this, we will invent a lot of new stuff which will make life better for humanity. And as all of you know, I mean, for example, Velcro came out of it, many other inventions came out of the lunar landing program. So I do think that it is all about aspirations, it is all about the inspirational teachers, it's all about leaders who say, most people see things as they are and wonder why. I dream of things that never were and say, why not? I think that's what George Bernard Shaw said. And that is indeed the challenge of the teachers. While on the side of the students, your question is very natural. Nobody can fault you for that question. On the side of the teachers, we have to encourage our teachers to become leaders who will inspire our students, who will make them say that a plausible impossibility is better than a convincing possibility. So therefore, I would say it takes both of you, both the students and the faculty, to work together to inspire more and more students to think deeply and to tackle problems that indeed will make this country a better place and this world a better place. Let me stop at this because I have to leave. I have to be in Ahmedabad at 12:30. And thank you very much. My best wishes. And this is a wonderful thing, the program that Professor Sudhir Jain has mounted, this whole orientation between 19th of July and 23rd of August, about bringing you ideas on how to make you people worthy citizens of this country, worthy citizens of this world, is a fantastic program. I don't think any other IIT has taken up such a program. I congratulate IIT Gandhinagar on this, and please remember that this is the foundation on which your success as an engineer, your success as a technologist rests, and therefore please attach as much importance as this program requires you, so that you can all become very successful engineers. Thank you. Thank you.
It was absolutely a joy to hear Mr. Murthy talk on a range of topics, and we deeply appreciate it, and we assure him that some of the things that he has touched upon, next time he comes, he will see something very, very substantial on some of those things. In fact, 10 days back, the Times of India carried items where our students working on smart canes for the blind people, and they were working with the Blind Association of Ahmedabad on that. We hope that many more visitors like you would come, and our students will get inspired like you were in the mess breakfast table in IIT Kanpur, and we will hope we can create some more Narayan Murthys out of the visits of professors and the breakfast table discussions with our students. We also, sir, had our first undergraduate right research publication in a journal, and we put his photograph on the front page of our newsletter because we thought that was a historical moment. Our students this summer have done research at California Institute of Technology, at Johns Hopkins, and a number of US schools, and we will be committed to provide them excellent research opportunity. Not everybody wants to do research, but those who would like to do research, we would certainly provide them the best possible research opportunity. I thank Mr. Murthy very much. I now request Professor M.R. Patel. Professor M.R. Patel is the principal of the college in which I am located, and I request Professor M.R. Patel to give a memento of the, all of us to Mr. Murthy. May I request Mr. Patel? may I request Professor Narayan Murthy? We have two Narayan Murthys today. So may I request Professor Narayan Murthy, our Dean of Academic, to give a memento to Professor Jaju, Dean from IIM Ahmedabad, as a token of our appreciation for his presence today. So we will squeeze enough out of you in due course. I think the plan is we will go downstairs. Only the students group will have a photograph with Mr. Murthy. He's on a very tight schedule. Very systematically they have put some chairs. Students will stand behind it. And we will have a group photograph so that you will all remember that when you came to IIT Gandhinagar on first day, an icon like Mr. Murthy was with you. And this photograph will inspire you to be another Narayan Murthy in your life. So, this is a opportunity for all of us. I requested him if you would agree to it, but I need all of you to prove that you are great organizers and that you can line up very quickly. And I would request parents to stay a little behind and not crowd that area so that we can quickly let Mr. Murthy go to his next appointment. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Bye. Aiyah, bersih.
फोटोग्राफर हम लोग कॉलेज में फोटोग्राफर क्या गए
ऊपर ही पड़ा है
We all look up to one of the photographer, official photographer upstairs. Look up. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.